I did everything I could think of. So let's help out. I want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valimar's Tachi. If you get a chance, I'd really appreciate if you could help out. Thanks. Well then, do you think you could bring me my tools from over in the Orbital Factory? Can do, George. So this is gonna be a major ass, huge freaking Tachi. Is it gonna be big enough if it's that big? Damn! This should work for now. Okay, let's see if we can process the Zemurian Ore. Ready? We're gonna start by reinforcing Valimar's existing blade, right? Kind of your way of prepping the real thing? That's the idea, yeah. I just want to get a feel for what it's like to work with, and it'll give you a stronger sword to use in the meantime. So let's get to work. Of course. I don't know about you, but personally, I would be saving every scrap of Zemurian Ore to make a whole new weapon. But I see why they need to do this. It's the day before Christmas. Can you imagine having something like the war, Civil War, happening a day before Christmas? What a horrible Christmas that would feel. Whoa. Valimar, your new blade is quite impressive. It kind of looks the same to me. Yeah, it came out pretty well. Although the base weapon is still the same as the Soldat's. Unlike a Soldat blade, however, I can feel mana radiating from it now. I expect it'll be able to hold a significantly keener edge than before. Amazed you managed to process the stuff. A hunk of crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with, huh, George? Well, if anyone could, it's you. I wouldn't have been able to do much with it if not for you guys' help. That we got this far is a real testament to our combined efforts. I'm not sure our contributions can even compare to what you've done, and I'm grateful for it. I'm sure the battles ahead are going to go a lot more smoothly thanks to this. We're lucky to have you on our side, George. Now all you gotta do is take it into a real fight and see how it feels. Right. We should get Valimar to give it a couple of good swings.
Oh, you're all still here.
Uh-oh. Hi, Towa. What's wrong?
Towa?
What's wrong? It's not...
Oops.
It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's Celtic.
Celtic?
What happened to Celtic?
It was set on fire.
Oh. Oh no. That ain't good.
By the Kreuzzen Provincial Army.
What?
Eustace. Let's not blow up now. Oof, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Oh, okay. You, and you. Why would they set them on fire? Well, damn, that's a lot of property damage. Is everyone alright? Was anyone hurt? Thing is, I do not remember this bit. I remember Celtic was attacked, but I don't remember anything beyond that. This is awful. How could they? The Grand Market seems to have taken a brunt of it too. The fact that this was the work of the Provincial Army themselves is distressing to say the least. Uh-oh. I can't believe this. Let's have a look around town. We should pay a visit to both the market manager and the 4th Armored Division too. That's right. Wasn't the 4th Armored Division supposed to be making camp here? I'm going in here. Oh, Jesus. Hey, ain't that the girl who was at the inn? Not Louise, too. Excuse me, but how's she been holding up? Has she been given medical treatment? Father Zerubbabel's already tended to her, but apparently the blow to her head was so strong, he can't be sure if she'll make it. Louise, please open your eyes. I'm begging ya. Judging by that face alone, Sarah's about to murder somebody. You two seem like good friends, from what I've seen. Yeah. We got to know each other from my visits to the the Weathercock. What a name. Whenever I was in town for work. But I'm not going to be able to do anything for her staying here. Let's go. We need to see how things are elsewhere. Right. I can only imagine what Eustace is feeling right now. Can you imagine coming here? Your father is the lord of this place.
I hope Louise will be okay.
She wasn't the only familiar face either.
They seem to have enough medicine at least, but...
I can't imagine being Eustace, coming here and seeing this and knowing it was your father.
It used to be so lively, and now...
Wasn't that the rest area?
Hey, it's Norden. And good luck with that, because you know damn right well they're going to cover it up because the nobility can do no wrong. I really feel for Eustace right now. I really do, because he never really quite agreed with his father's shit to begin with. Then seeing this, yeah, this is tough. How's the manager? Please, don't tell me. No. Why, Otto? Oh, jeez. Please, come back to me. No way. You're all from Thor's, correct? He fell victim to one of the soldat's attacks while evacuating the townsfolk, I'm afraid. I did everything in my power to save him, and yet... I see. Yeah, we didn't get to know him very long, but this still definitely hurts. We never even got the chance to repay him for helping us while we were here. How could this happen? The market manager's always done everything he could to protect this town, but now he's gone and given his life for us. I'm not reading your way, dude. Your daughter already confuses me. I'm not falling for the same trap. No one loved this town more than Otto. This just goes to prove that. Why did things end up like this? What are we even supposed to do? Christ. Not gonna lie, when I first came here and witnessed this, I was bawling my eyes out because I was devastated. We didn't get to know him very long, mind you, but we seen enough of him to kind of start making a connection. More than that, it made us learn how much he loved this town. Hey, Claire. Hey, General Craig. Oh, I see you've all arrived. Lieutenant General Craig. Oh, I didn't even see you, Neidhart. Whoops. I see the RMP is here as well. Thank you for coming, everyone. I presume you were all contacted? That's right. We came as soon as we heard. Is this the work of who I think it is? It is as you suspect. This was done by none other than the Cruisin' Providential Army soldats. That's absurd. For what reason? So it seems they have no issue with raising the very lands they're meant to protect. Unfortunately, it's very real. Apparently, they broke through a gap in our line of defense at the Twin Dragons Bridge. According to the report, there were a number of Jaegers within their ranks, too. Duke Elberea has been hiring the Northern Jaegers throughout this war. They were behind the attack on Ymir, too. That explains things. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. And if they had soldat support in them, too, this couldn't have ended any other way. We arrived on the scene as fast as we could and managed to fight them off while evacuating the townsfolk, but they had already retreated towards Breahard and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Division arrived. The townsfolk readily accepted us after the provincial army was forced to retreat from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's clear this was intended to punish them for that as an example to others. Even them, though, there's just no excuse for this. This reminds me of what Rufus and Vita said, actually.
I beg to differ. The presence of soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference.
Yeah, not in a good way.
What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
Rufus said that? Oh, Vita. The fear this attack has instilled in the townsfolk seems to be a testament to those words. Thanks to the soldats, it's safe to say they've succeeded in their aim. Even we of the RMP felt somewhat powerless before them, especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. To think that the one fatality would be the market manager of all people. Regardless, we plan to strengthen our defenses here while preparing countermeasures against Breahard. I advise that you keep your distance from Celtic for a while. Do engrave this horrid sight into your minds, however. This is no mere minor conflict. It's an all-out war. Never forget that. I don't think we could, even if we wanted. This is a very sobering sight, too. Because we don't often look at the fights, or not the fights, we don't often look beyond devastation on screen of people who get raised by wars like this, and we just think, nah, that's not gonna happen to us. And then shit like this happens to you, and you're like, well, fuck, this sucks. We need to go this way. We've got a decent grasp on the situation in Celtic now. Should we head back? Yeah. Rean! Oh boy. Where's my family? They're all safe, right? Becky, Hugo. We told you to wait on board, didn't we? Sorry, but she insisted. You expect me to sit about knowing what's happened to my home? My family's safe, right? What about the market manager? Your family's all right. We saw them at the church. I can't say the same for the market manager, though. Oh, no, you're having a laugh, huh? And there she goes. Wait! I've got it, Rean. I'll make sure she returns to the courageous. Thanks. You better hurry on, boy. She's running. We'll make our way back first, then. We have a lot to discuss regarding where to proceed from here. Indeed. So, what do we do now? That's essentially the next question.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute. History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really?
That is said to have been the case, yes. Although the situation back then is very different compared to now.
True enough. This war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal.
Still, in the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture that Rufus would give the go-ahead to do it.
I don't think it was Rufus.
I think it's safe to say it was just Duke Alborea doing his own thing. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in practice than him in the Alliance.
I'm sorry, but this is where we part ways.
Yep, that's what I figured would happen.
Captain, please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
What? You can't be serious.
You're not thinking of trying to settle things with your father alone, are you?
No.
I can't believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you'll regret, Eustace.
That's rich coming from you, though. Just saying.
How dare you? Don't act like you know the first thing about what I'm feeling right now. As a member of the Alborea family, I have a duty to stop my father. You have no right.
We have every right to interfere, Eustace. This is clearly too much for one person to handle alone.
Machias is right. You need to calm down and we need to think this over together.
Yeah, this isn't like you at all.
As your classmates and friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now. But that's exactly why we want to help you. and I believe we can.
We should discuss how to approach this matter together.
That's a Class 7 I know.
Still, this isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out. If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to be prepared for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point, right?
We fully understand what you're saying. So far, we've tried to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum. However, what just happened in Keldic was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians. We can't turn a blind eye to that.
You're right.
We're all agreed there. The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out.
I'm of the same opinion. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial family can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and this ship however necessary to bring him to justice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Alright, I think it's time we come up with a solid plan. We can't allow Duke Alberea to do anything so inhuman ever again.
Thank you.
Huh? Is there a call coming through? Where's it coming from? Bear with me a moment. This can't be right. It's coming from an airship owned by the Noble Alliance.
Is it Rufus?
How can that be?
They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Towa? I think I can shake them off if I try.
No, put the call up on the screen.
Boy,
It's a
am I
pleasure
right.
to see you all again. Especially you, my dear brother. And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus?
Goodness.
Why are you calling us?
I apologize for calling so abruptly. Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you. I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware. Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique from my personal airship.
What could you possibly have to tell us?
Does this concern Keldic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves. The attack on Keldic was instigated by Duke Alberea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it. If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
Huh?
Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you?
Surely not.
The bulk of the Kreutzen Provincial Army is already under my control. The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father. At present, they've walled themselves up in Auroch's fort along with him. With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much trouble.
This is insane.
They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you? I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff.
Bet you'd love it if we ended up killing each other, so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel. Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward. But considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him. And that's why I figured I might bring up the matter with all of you. Well, I've said my part. Oh, and Eustace, this is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's Board of Directors.
That was a fine
Nothing
way.
like using other people to do your dirty work.
Oh, not only that, but that's a good way of saying, hey, I didn't do it. I didn't say go on that attack.
There remains a real possibility that this is a trap.
Still, now we know the Alliance wants something done about Duke Alberea as much as we do. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes. I will go to Auroch's fort and apprehend Duke Alberea myself. And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend me your aid.
You know it. I'm coming, Eustace.
Do you even need to ask?
Of course we will. We'll be with you every step of the way.
So Duke Alberea fucked up big time, so much so that the Noble Alliance has all but abandoned him. And I do wonder, what does he think about that? Because surely even he knows by this point that he's not gonna get any backup from the Noble Alliance. Good. So Valimar will be ready to test his weapon when we finally set out. And on Christmas Day, we promised to take over Duke Alberea's home and bring that motherfucker to custody. Well, the time's finally come. Is everyone ready to go? Of course. We can't let Eustace down. This is our chance to avenge Ada's death too. I appreciate it. Just try and focus your thoughts on the operation for now. You can worry about other things later. We'll be right there with you. Sounds like everyone's all filed up and ready to go. This will be our first chance to test Valimar's newly fortified weapon, too. How'd it turn out? Great, actually. And like Laura said, today's operation makes it the perfect chance to test it out in battle. I hope so. It'll be a good way to iron out the kinks anyway. The more data I have, the better off we'll be when it comes to making that Tachi. Guys, the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police are almost ready to make their move. Let me know as soon as you're ready. The sooner, the better. I'm coming with you. It just doesn't sit right with me to have you going up against high-ranking Jaegers alone. There's no reason to let down your guard. There's no reason to let your guard down, though. Make sure you have everything you need. No problem. So, we are going to bring... I want Fee. Where is she? There she is. I'll bring you, and you, and... Oh, no, I'll bring you, and you. I'll bring him instead, actually. I don't think I'll need to, because I don't have much need to... Whoops. I don't have much need of using these guys, but you know what? That's fine. And before we talk to... Well, actually, we're not going to talk to Towa today. That's going to be something we're going to advance in the next stream. But for now, we need to talk to Lind. Which one is Lind? Is it this one? No, this is Vivi. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, she's doing pretty good holding up, all things considered. Then we need to go to the 4th floor to talk to Loggins. But yeah, the plan is to end it here for today, but I want to get these little minor things done first before we go and deal with Duke Bereahard. Yep, Bereahard. Duke Alberea. Okay, he's a little fired up. And then finally we need to talk to Fidelio in the computer room, which is on the second floor. And after we do that, we should be all set. Where is the computer room? Am I stupid? Where the fuck is it? Oh, that's kind of... Where the fuck's the computer room? Am I on the second floor? Okay, am I stupid? They say he's down here, but yet I don't see him. Oh, I think this is it. Alright. Are you who I need to talk to? There you are. Okay. Alright. So that is all of the characters that we can get for now. So we're already well equipped to deal with this next battle coming. However, we are not going to deal with it until next time. I think this is as good as any to stop for today and get some rest because I'm still feeling the effects of my earlier anxiety attack. But yeah, with that being said, that's where we're gonna end it for today. Thank you everybody who came, and thank you for the support. It's truly appreciated. Again, thank you to Nilla for your patronage over onto Ko-Fi. You are the reason why we're able to continue doing stuff like this and making progress on games that I enjoy and that we as a community also enjoy. So again, thank you to Nilla. For those of you who are not aware, if you become a member over my Ko-Fi channel, you will see 3 tiers. If you become a Stellar or Supernova, you'll be able to see me side videos coming up. We are going to have the first 9 parts up and ready. They're available for you guys to use now, but non-supporters will not be able to see them until at least next week or the week after. So just to let you know that those are available. With that being said though, I think that's everything.